The first minute is always so awkward. I need music to play while we're waiting for people to come. So I'm not just sitting here in silence. Okay, let's see. I don't see my live stream up just yet.
No, there's supposed to be something go live button on that.
It says that I'm live. What do you mean?
Let me see on my phone.
No, there's people coming in. Hey. I just don't see it on my, it just like is delayed on here.
Okay, here I'm watching it.
All right, we're gonna do an audio test. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah? All right, cool. What's up, guys? I still don't see my live stream up here, but I can see comments coming in through here. So that's a good sign. Okay, you guys can hear me okay? All right. I have a tendency to like scream into the microphone and distort when I laugh, so I'm gonna try and stand back a little bit.
The mic gain is all the way up right now.
Okay.
But it's a podcast mic, so usually it needs to be a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right, I'll put it up. I'm still waiting to see where my live stream is on here so that I can see their comments. So. Oh, here we go. All right, we're all set. Okay, I'm gonna put this up a little bit. So happy holidays, well, almost holidays, guys. Oh, here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Black Friday. So first, I just want to talk about my Black Friday sale that I have at IamKARRA.com. We are doing 60% off everything. So if you guys are in need of any of my exclusive vocal sample packs or stock plugin vocal templates, courses, presets, everything is 60% off right now at IamKARRA.com. And we'll take a look at the website in a little bit. And I just want to say hi to you guys. So we got Pink Panda. Hi, how are you? I'm great. How are you? I missed you guys. It's been a minute. The J Mac, what up? What up with you? Irved.o.a9269, what's up? Mr. R333, aw, angel numbers, I love that. We got El Turks, Mexico in the house. All right, all right. Hola. Chula. I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So today we're going to do a Q&A, so go ahead and ask me your questions. It could be anything from, I don't know, music production, vocal production, music business, or if you guys just want to ask me a question that you're curious about, go for it. We have John in the house. What's up, John? Vibe Broadcast. Hello, hello. Oh, I missed you guys. So, like I said earlier, it's almost the holidays, but, oh, I accidentally switched over to my screen anyway. So let's do this. We are doing a 60% off sale at IamKARRA.com, and if you guys are looking for any of my products, now is the time to get it. So everything is 60% off. So all of my vocal templates for Logic, Ableton, FL Studio, Studio One, Pro Tools, Cubase, everything is $11.99. So that is the lowest price that you guys can get of the year. Same goes for all of my vocal sample packs. Now I have my exclusive vocal sample packs full of 500 samples only for $23.99 right now. So it's a steal. If you guys need any of my vocal sample packs, definitely get it right now. We also have these really awesome vocal packs from my friend Easy McCoy. He's been featured in a couple of my YouTube videos, and he's an incredible rapper. So if you guys are interested in having any male rap vocals, I definitely recommend getting Easy's vocal sample packs. We have 2 of them. So we have Easy Anthem Vocals, Volume 1, and the Anthem vocals are more geared towards like, you know, high energy, anthemic positive, vocals and phrases. So if you guys make music for sync and you do a lot for, say, sports networks, this anthem vocals is perfect for that. So if you need anything for that's inspiring or inspirational, this pack is perfect. And then the easy party vocals are just really fun party vocals that would work in a hip hop track, a house track, anything that's super high energy, fun, party, the whole 9 yards. And you can get both of them in a bundle for only $47.99. So I definitely recommend checking these 2 packs out. If you already have my vocal pack, then I would recommend trying Easy's pack because you get a whole new slew of vocals and from a male vocalist. So that's pretty cool. And then we have, of course, all of my presets. So if you guys are Waves plugin users, then I have a bunch of presets for Waves. And I have a bunch of presets for Ozone, Nectar, and of course, Serum. I have been so busy with brand deals that I have not finished my 3rd Serum pack, but it is coming in the new year. I think January will be the release of my 3rd Serum pack, which I'm very excited about. So you guys are going to get all new presets. And then, of course, I have my courses. How to create vocal sample packs, songwriting for beginners, singing for beginners, or you can get all 3 of them for only $71.99. So yeah, 60% off sale at imkarra.com. Check it out. All right, so let's see what questions we got swirling in the chat. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. Okay. So, all right, so John asks, how did you and Reed meet? How did you and Reed meet Alan and Steve to co-write Are You Lonely? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe I should have Reed come in and answer that with me.
It's the realest question in the game.
What's up, Reed?
Hello, thanks for having me on.
You want to just see your forehead? Or?
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me get something to stand on real quick.
All I see is the top of your little head.
Sorry.
It's okay. I understand the struggle.
I'm a
All right, here we
shorter.
go.
Here we go.
So how did we meet Steve and Alan to co-write Are You Lonely?
We didn't meet Alan Walker. We actually only met Steve Aoki.
Yeah.
And there was a short period of time where I was on the same management firm as Steve Aoki.
Yeah, so that's how he originally met Steve Aoki. But I used to be signed to Ultra Music Publishing, and they were actually the people who put that collaboration together. So they sent me the track. They told me that they needed a new verse for Are You Lonely because the song was already pre-released. And yeah, so me and Reed wrote the new verse to that song. Yeah. So yeah, I met Alan Walker very briefly at Izu, but I didn't mention that I was a part of that song or anything because it's always quick in festival settings like that. So, but Steve has been in our lives for a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been working with Steve on a lot of music.
Yeah, absolutely. So now that you're here, do you want to mention your...
Right now at wholeloops.com, you can get 60% off for Black Friday. Everything store-wide. That means Whole Loops sauce, Whole Loops drum kits, Whole Loops 808s, Whole Loops courses, everything. 60% off at wholeloops.com right now.
Oh my goodness. I was not ready for that. Do you want to... Here, let me actually pull up your website too so people can
Pull it up for them.
Get a visual.
Show them the sauce.
I'm showing them the
Put
sauce.
the sauce in their face.
Putting it in their face.
All right, so as you can see, the Melodyne course is a hot seller right now. Everyone's trying to figure out how to tune their vocals in Melodyne right now. And we've got a course that teaches you everything from top to bottom. But if you're an auto-tune graph mode user, we totally understand. We got a course for that too. The auto-tune graph mode course has been the absolute bestseller for 2 consecutive years. And right now it's on sale for 60% off.
Yep. Pro Tools course for our Pro Tools users.
Learn Pro Tools from an actual pro.
Yeah.
From 2 pros. You're actually learning tips from both me and my friend Nash, who's been using Pro Tools for 20 years.
Yeah, you guys might recognize Nash Overstreet in some of our auto-tune videos that Reed posts. And also, he was featured in my Lazy session that we posted 1 year ago that kind of started the whole session series on my channel.
Absolutely. So you can get the Pro Tools course and learn how to compose a song from scratch in Pro Tools.
Yeah, and of course, we have the bundle option, which is great.
Yes.
You get both courses. Because honestly, we use Autotune more, but we have used Melodyne. I think it's an important skill to understand both of those plugins.
There was a period in my life where I exclusively used Melodyne,
Yeah,
so
I
I know how to
remember.
use it like the back of my hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have video production courses too.
The video production course is really answering my number one most asked question is what are your camera settings? What are your lighting setups? What are your video editing software of choice? How do you record your screen? How do you do your voiceovers?
Yeah.
This course answers every single one of those questions. It's a 7 or 8 video course, and each video is one of those separate steps in
Yeah.
the video production workflow. So there's an entire course about audio, an entire course
And
about
today,
lighting.
video production is so necessary for a music career, or even just if you want to make content. It doesn't have to be music content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just any content in general, having
Yeah.
good lighting techniques and good audio techniques alone will float your entire video production career.
Yeah, 100%. And then we obviously have Disrespectful 808s, which is also a bestseller of yours.
The disrespectful 808s are something that could be used in any genre of music because other than maybe like jazz, what genre doesn't need a nice thick
808.
low end filling in that subwoofer?
Nice thick bass. Yeah, serious bass.
Serious bass. Disrespectful 808s. Your neighbors are going to hate them, but your fans are going to love them.
Whoop. And then obviously the lead vocal sauce.
The lead vocal sauce is the Whole Loop's signature vocal chain for Ableton stock plugins. The unique thing about using Ableton that people in other DAWs are completely sleeping on is called audio effect racks. And it's this system where it gives you as many plugins as you want inside the rack, but 8 knobs on the surface.
Yeah.
So that way you get to pick the most important controls. You could load up with whatever plugins you like on the inside. And I literally loaded up like 20 stock Ableton plugins inside of here to make what I thought was the perfect vocal chain. So lead
Yeah.
vocal sauce is only $11.99 this Black Friday. And you could get your vocal chain for Ableton now at the best price of the year.
Awesome. Thank you, Reed.
Thank you, Kara, for letting me hijack your live stream and do a little bit of blatant advertisement.
Well, it is the biggest sale that we put on our
I know we would be
websites
doing
every
you guys
year.
a disservice by not telling you this stuff.
Exactly. So anyway, why don't you pop in later? We'll get
I'll
to
be
you.
back.
Yes.
I'll be back.
God. All right. Shout out to Reed, Stefan in the South. Always down to share the sauce, the secret sauce with everybody. Straight to the point. So anyway, like I said, those are our biggest sales of the year. So if you do need anything from either one of our websites, now is the time to get it. And I think me and Reed always do our sale for a couple weeks. So there's no rush, but yeah, sale's on. All right. So let me see some other questions. We'll get back to our little Q&A. Okay, so Light Flare project. Random question. Do you watch Smiling Friends? I don't. I have no idea what that is. And also, I'm not really a big TV person or movie person. And anytime anyone ever asks me, do you watch this? Do you watch that? I'm like, no, there's like nothing twirling on in my head. Like, I just have no idea. And like, for example, the only movies that I've really ever watched were Jurassic Park and Avatar. Like, those are my favorite movies. Everything else is just boring to me. Oh, and of course, like the classics, like The Hangover, I thought was funny and stuff like that. But, and then in terms of like TV show, I loved Breaking Bad. That was the only series that I ever watched the full series of, because that was around the time where I was traveling quite a bit for work. So I was flying to Europe a lot to do a lot of like co-writing sessions and camps with my publisher and other songwriters. So that was when I took the opportunity to watch Breaking Bad, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic, like from top to bottom. So good. But other than that, I'm kind of just like a content person. I'll scroll on TikTok and Instagram. And YouTube. I enjoy watching YouTube as well. All right. So, okay. So, yeah, any plans for Serum 2 presets? Yes. Yes. I would say 75% done with my Serum bank. I've been working on this bank since August, and I was really hoping that I would have it out before Black Friday. But fortunately and unfortunately, me and Reed got completely booked with gigs, which I'm really grateful for, because if you guys watched my my YouTube video of how I invested $100,000 into my album only for Spotify to delete it, yeah, I needed some financial recovery. so so I'm really grateful for all the brands that got me out of this financial rut. But I did have to kind of push my Serum preset bank to the side in order to get all of these done. Because you also have to remember that we have Reed's channel as well. So anytime a brand or a company hires me to make a video, they're also hiring Reed to make a video for his channel too. I'm not in every situation, but in most situations, they're hiring both of us. So that's double the work. And we don't really have a team right now. It's honestly just us. Occasionally, we will send out a video to an editing team that helps with some simple edits, but for the most part, our projects are very complicated. And when you look at everything in a DaVinci project, we use DaVinci to edit all of our stuff. There's like 500 layers of audio, and because we're capturing the screen, we're capturing the DAW audio, we're capturing a microphone out here to get ASMR. So there's a lot of layers to our projects. So anyway, Serum Bank is coming in January, because after this batch of videos is complete, I'm not taking on any other projects, so I could focus on all of the products that I want to put out on my website. Jonathan says, wow, I've never seen him in person. He looks the same exact. He looks the same as in the video. Yeah, Reed hasn't aged a day. He looks exactly the same as he did 10 years ago, too. Okay, so we got FL Studio gang in the house. Yeah, I wish I was better at FL Studio, because I do get a lot of requests for FL tutorials. But I just have to be honest, I'm not the most knowledgeable, and it's a very difficult DAW for me to grasp onto. So I've kind of been avoiding it. But maybe next year I'll challenge myself and do some more FL videos for you guys. Oh, this is a good question. What was the concept for What's Done Is Done by Seven Lions? Oh, so I co-wrote that song for Halian and Seven Lions, and I've done a ton of work with Halian and her husband, Matthew Steeper. I used to basically co-write and work with them like every day. So we have like hundreds of songs out there. So What's Done Is Done is one of those songs. And they helped me write my collaboration with Seven Lions, which is Silent Skies. So that was like my first song with him. But What's Done Is Done. Let me think back on. I can hear in the silence the world that's divided. Oh. Okay, I'm just trying to remember the lyrics because I haven't listened to the song in a while. But I think like it's just What's Done Is Done just means to me like it doesn't matter what's already happened in the past. It's happened. It's done. We can't change it. All we can do is learn from it and grow from it and expand from it. And there's beauty in that. So I think that's kind of the concept of that song. So if you enjoy EDM, melodic bass, just overall just great songs, check out Seven Lions and Halian. They actually just put another song out called Coldest Snow, something like that. So yeah, that's the concept. All right. So hello, KARRA sister. Hello. I'm from India, and I'm also a producer trying my new style, a new genre, because I am now done with lots of loudness, gangsta, guns, etc. Any tips for me, sister? Well, first of all, I am the queen of being a multi-genre artist. So I am one of those people that hops from genre to genre quite often because to me, my voice is just very versatile and I can get bored really easily. So I like to switch it up. And so I think my best advice would be for you to just enjoy the ride. You know, you don't have to stick to one genre your entire career. You can experiment, you can have fun with it. You can, you know, just tap into different parts of yourself that you haven't tapped into yet. And I think that's the beauty in creation and making music and just being an artist, you know, just being free. So my advice would be to be free and to not be afraid to try other genres that maybe you haven't tried yet. What? I got a donation? What? Sorry, I haven't. Oh, nice vocal samples, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. Wait, let me reply. So VSNTNX just made a little donation, and I am so grateful. Wow, thank you. All right, let me reply to you. Thank you. Oh, I'm replying I'm signed into Reed's account. So it's not me, but anyway, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. If you have a question, let me know. And also, my vocal sample pack is 60% off right now. Our friend here said nice vocal samples, by the way. So yeah, I got some banging vocal samples if you guys want to work with my vocals in your productions. And this is literally the cheapest that you can get them at right now. Thanks for joining me today. You guys are so sweet. This is fire. All of my live streams are fire, okay? All right, so I have the Tiger asks, could you please clarify why there are no audio samples available for the 808s prior to purchase? Oh, that would be a question for Reed. But I think we're in the process of updating Reed's website with audio examples. Oh, they're on SoundCloud. Okay. Okay, perfect. So if you're interested in looking and listening to audio examples of Reed's 808s, then you can go to his SoundCloud and the Whole Loops SoundCloud. So go to SoundCloud, type in Whole Loops, and then you can listen to all of the audio examples there. That being said, this year, a couple months ago, we did switch our website hosts to Shopify. And, you know, it's been such a busy year and very chaotic because we've made a lot of changes. So it is on our to-do list to add audio examples embedded on the websites as well. That is a feature that our friend Luke Bond, who, by the way, if you guys are interested in learning how to make trance music, my friend Luke Bond is also doing a Black Friday sale, and he has incredible Serum presets, courses. Actually, let me pull up his website too, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's Luke Bond. But he was the one who helped us switch over, and he is... Oh, lukebond.store. Here we go. So Luke is an incredible producer. He is one of my best friends in the world. We actually have an Armin van Buren collab together called Revolution. And he is the person who helped me and Reed switch over to Shopify. And he created a feature to be able to embed audio examples into our website. So we just haven't gotten around to it just yet. But let me show you what Luke has to offer, because he's doing a 60% off sale on his website. And he is like the king of Serum 2 presets when it comes to trance, techno, big room, just really, really large EDM sounds. You know, he's just incredible at that. So we have the Ultimate Rave preset pack. We have Ultimate Trance Volume 1 and Ultimate Trance Volume 2 for Serum 2 presets. They're incredible sounds. Trust me, like, this guy is insane at what he does. And then he also has courses. So he has a trance masterclass. So if you guys are interested in learning how to make a trance song from start to finish in Ableton, go to lukebond.store. He has everything you need, 60% off right now as well. All right, let me get back to my questions. All right. Really? Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, Casey Sparrow, thank you for the donation. Oh, I love you. You are one of my biggest supporters. I see you in every comment section. I get your messages. I try and respond to every single one because you're just so sweet and I appreciate you so much. And you bring so much light into my life. And yeah, wow, Casey, thank you. Or Casper, not Casper Sparrow. I just assumed that it was Casey. So Casper Sparrow, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I really do see you guys. I just want you to know that if you guys are ever commenting on any of my videos or messaging me and I just like haven't gotten back to you quite yet, I see you and I appreciate you so much because I wouldn't be who I am without you guys or where I am without you guys. So thank you. Thank you for the support. It means the most to me. So Ian Aos says, I love your voice. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You know what's so, what's so exciting? What's so exciting is that, and actually I need to make a YouTube video explaining this whole scenario because after the whole Spotify situation, I made it pretty clear that I was never going to release music on Spotify ever again. And that is true. I personally am never going to attempt to release music on Spotify ever again. But I did come from the EDM world, and so I've never had any issues with music distribution when it comes to my EDM songs. And, after talking to a lot of family and friends and just me being so upset and honestly just depressed that I wasn't going to be releasing music anymore, I found a way to release music again. And that's by collaborating with DJs and producers again. So I have some really cool potential collaborations in the works. I'm starting slow. I obviously have so much that I have to do, on my own in terms of like all the brand deals that I'm finishing up for the holidays. But after that, I'm going to be making a lot of new music again. So hopefully you guys get to see some new stuff from me. And if you guys do enjoy my music, then I would recommend you following me on TikTok and on Instagram, because on Instagram, I'm going to be posting all these new visuals and, just fun stuff like choreography videos to music. And, I don't really get an opportunity to do that too much on YouTube, but I am in the process of finishing up a music video documentary, so I'm very excited about that. I think December is when that will be coming out. All right, so KARRA, how does it feel to have hit the jackpot in life? Talent, husband with the same interests as you, and internet fame. Oh, Mona Lisa, I'm literally gonna tear up. How sweet is that? Wow. Well, first of all, I am getting a little hot, so let me take that off. What? Yeah, we will. So I feel like the best thing about it is just the fact that I get to create freely and do what I love with the person that I love and the people that I love. And there was a time when I was chasing after success and fame and fortune and opportunities. And, I was really, really, really focused on a lot of the wrong things. And I realized how unhappy that made me. And when I did the inner work and I realized these things about myself, because, when you're desiring certain things, it comes from somewhere, like a trauma or just something. And so I've done a lot of healing work this year, and it made me realize that I just do it because I love it, and I love the people that I'm working with, and I love music, I love teaching, I love being an inspiration to people, and just creating freely. Once again, just kind of going back to being free. It's just, I feel free. I feel freedom, I don't have a schedule. I don't have an entity or a corporation breathing down my neck and wanting me to do things that their way, which I've been in those scenarios before. I mean, any contract that you enter in, there is some sort of limitation to it, you know? And after signing so many different kinds of deals and contracts and working with all these different artists, it really just boils down to having fun, being free, and creating really special art. And yeah, I feel like at this point, after doing all of that healing work, like I really have hit the jackpot with life. And I want to share that with people. I want to show people that that is possible. And so that is why I put myself out there in this way. And I try and reach as many people as possible, not because I want to be famous per se, but because I want to heal people. I want to show people that, hey, you can have a life like this too, if that's what you want and that's what you're working for. So yeah, anything's possible, guys. And I honestly, that was just the sweetest message. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. That was really sweet. All right, let's see what I got. Do you have contacts in your eyes? No, actually, these are my real eyes. Isn't that crazy? Also, the blue background is making them pop even harder. So I have these like really icy blue eyes. I am a couple different things in terms of nationalities. So the blue eyes come from my Irish genes, and I'm Sicilian and English. Those are like the three main nationalities that I am. But I did a 23andMe, and my DNA traced all the way back to Egypt, which makes so much sense because I feel so connected to, you know, ancient Egypt and just that vibe and energy, and just like the way I move, like kind of feels like a snake charmer, and just, I don't know, I just love Egypt. And yeah, turns out I was originated in Egypt, so that's really cool. But yeah, no, these are my real eyes. They're not contacts. I see someone sneaking in on the side here.
So I found some more Black Friday deals.
All right, here we go.
These are Black Friday deals that didn't make it into my Black Friday buyer's guide. Switch it to screen mode, please.
Oh, screen mode. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. So, and go to uaudio.com.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people are trying to buy Universal Audio plugins this Black Friday, and these are some good recommendations for you. I would imagine anyone smart's probably going to be doing like a pick 10 bundle. And let's see, if you were going for some Universal Audio plugins, you really got to choose, okay, am I going for the native ones or am I going for the powered ones? And no matter which ones you choose, they got some good deals. I would say the Manly Vox Box is an essential. That's on both platforms. EMT 250 is an essential. Let's see, if you're using the native ones, check out, what's it called? Topline Vocal Suite.
Yeah.
What other bangers do we have in here? The Polymax synth is actually quite good if you're looking for synthesizers. They got really good, honestly, like these prices used to be like a lot higher back in the day. I remember
that too.
When I first started getting into Universal Audio, there was no $30 plugins.
Right.
And now like everything is like $30. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an insanely good time to become a Universal Audio customer this Black Friday. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because this wasn't in my buyer's guide, but
Right.
I've noticed that there is some poppin' offers over here.
Heck yeah.
All right, next one, wavesaudio.com, or maybe it's waves.com.
Let me see.
Someone said Sound City is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's a great choice. They have some great reverbs.
Waves.
Yeah, waves.com. Okay, so Waves is doing a free plugin giveaway, and they're always doing some great bundles. But if you're shopping for Waves plugins, you really got to make sure that you at least have RVox, the CLA plugins collection.
Yeah. We use those in every vocal.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, like the whole Horizon bundle is amazing.
Okay, the Horizon bundle.
I find, you know, if I had to break it down, I find myself using Waves plugins on vocals and then UAD plugins on instruments.
Yeah.
Like when I'm mixing beats, I'm always trying to make my virtual instruments feel more analog.
Yeah.
And UAD plugins are perfect for that. And I'm always trying to make my analog vocal recordings blend well more with the virtual instruments. And I feel like Waves plugins are perfect for that. So if you're shopping for plugins to put on like beat and cookups and like stuff like that, I would go to UAudio. And if you're shopping for vocal production tools, I would go to Waves. All right, next website. Sonnox, Sonnox. So now this is another really sneaky deal where if you're shopping on a Black Friday like budget, you could send $40 so far with this bundle right here. So there's the producer
this
power
it?
bundle. No, Sonnox.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, this doesn't look like plugins.
Sonax, guys. Get your Sonax this Black Friday. Got 50% off some Sonax.
It was like car screws.
We got car screws. Screws for your cars, you guys.
Oh my god. that's
50% off.
All right, explore this sale.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're looking for the bundle that has the Oxford Inflator and the Oxford Limiter. I think it's called like the Producer Essentials bundle. It's $40. Or the producer. Go to products at the top, and then go to bundles, and then it's Producer Power Bundle in the middle. Yeah, that one
Okay.
right there. Yeah. So this is what you guys want to go for right here. Is the Producer Power Bundle for just $39? You're getting the Oxford Inflator and the Oxford Limiter, and both of these plugins are absolute bangers. Oxford Inflator is good for making anything feel louder, and Oxford Limiter is obviously a really clean limiter that is modeled after a legendary mixing console.
Hell yeah.
So and then last website, and then I'm out of here.
Okay.
Okay, autotune.com.
Yeah.
I did talk about this one in my Black Friday buyer's guide, but I can't stress it enough.
Yeah, well, we use AutoTune in every...
AutoTune 2026
every-
is really the sauce. Unless you're heavy into graph mode,
Yeah.
which obviously that feature's not in there, this isn't meant to be their flagship version. This is meant to be like one step below that. But I think
Right.
this is the one that we're going to be using the most because we tend to not use graph mode as much. We're just like more of like re-sing it type of people. So you'll find us using AutoTune 2026 for the majority of 2026. So if you're looking for the best deal on that plugin, that's what we're going to be using, and that's what we recommend you guys use too.
Yeah. Oh, wait, before you leave, Mona Lisa says, I really want to see a stream where you talk into mics with Headrush VX5 or something like that with the T-Pain effect.
I'll put Headrush on my mic only.
Oh, that would be such a funny little bit.
That would
All
be
right,
a
that's
good
a great
live stream.
idea.
All right.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, see ya.
See ya. All right. Happy Black Friday, everybody.
All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, LOL car parts. That is such a KARRA thing to do. Oh, Sonnox? Sonnex? You mean car screws? AutoZone? Like, AutoZone for is this like a new thing that producers are? I don't know, guys. Don't look at me. I'm admittedly not the plugin / gear nerd like Reed is. Like, he knows everything inside and out. I am more, I do it. I produce. I understand, all the basics of everything. But I am more of an artist, so. Oh, I should give you guys a preview. Okay. So I mentioned a little bit earlier that I am in the works. I am in the works. Yes. I am in the works. Hey, I'm always a work in progress, all right? No, what I was saying is that I am working on another documentary because of my previous documentary blowing up. I wanted to continue the documentary series, but I wanted to do something positive this time instead of a disaster documentary. So I am making a music video documentary where I document the entire process of making a music video on a $5,000 budget. So I want to show you guys some of this little clips of that because this is a really fun project. I'm very excited. We got choreography. We did a whole shoot with the car, all sorts of stuff. All right. Oh, it's over here. I got a couple computers going, so things are all over the place. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. No, this is not. Here we go. It keeps coming over here, that's why.
Just drag it back because
Yeah.
that's the main monitor.
Okay.
Double click the top of it so it like kind of fits into the window.
All right, here we go. All right, so let me share my screen with you guys. So this is a program called DaVinci, and this is where I edit all of my YouTube videos and all my content in general. So this took, you know, a little bit of time to really, understand how to use this program. But once, you know, I've been working on this program for the last like 2 years now, so I feel pretty comfortable in it. And now I feel comfortable editing all these big documentaries. So I want to show you guys like little clips of what we filmed. Like, for example, we did a lot of really fun stuff with the dancers. Here. So we use a lot of different kinds of cameras when we shoot, so it's kind of like a multicam experience. So one of the fun cameras we use is this really old news camcorder. What is it called, Reed? Do you know? A Panasonic camcorder. Okay. So this was shot on the camcorder, and honestly, it looks really good. I just love the way it looks. So this is for my song Work, and this was a song that was on the album. And since the album was removed, I'm going to be making music video documentaries for a bunch of different songs, and I'm just gonna basically keep the album alive just through visuals instead of streaming services.
Working, so I'm working. Yeah, let's take my action. It's a quick reaction. Everybody asking, who's that? I'm the baddest. You gotta let 'em have it. Super savage. And winning is a habit. Yeah. Work, 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 work. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in.
All right, so you get the vibe of that shot. So I love having the dancers there as models because it's not, when you're doing choreography with other people, it doesn't always have to be this like complicated choreographed piece. You can literally just have the dancers be models or like stand behind you in cool outfits and do shapes to, you know, just bring little visuals to life like this. So let me show you guys some of the other shots that we got. That's the same shot. I didn't really line up much, like everything. But like,
Pause, I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. Work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it.
yeah, so there's actually a really good shot of the we did that line. I don't know exactly what it's called, but we did, you know, a line when all of our hands kind of went out in different places, and we made this beautiful like shape with it. Let me give you guys an example of that shot. Here. Perfect for me.
Pause, I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. Work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it.
Yeah, so we have lots of really cool little pieces of choreo that we're gonna edit together. And where are some of the other shapes? Because sorry, it's a big project. I haven't. Oh yeah, here's an example of just like little moments where we didn't do anything crazy choreography wise, but we just did this like little shape with the hands, and it came out really cool looking. Yep, so that's one little example. And then, oh yeah, this is fun too. We did like a head part. Yeah, I'm really excited about putting this together because you guys are going to see all the behind the scenes too and everything, all the planning that went into it. We actually shoot our last shot tomorrow. But let me show you some of the car scene because we just did this. This was fun. Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah, so I don't have the audio for all of this stuff here.
I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put the work in, so I'ma work it. Yeah, lights, camera, action. It's a big reaction.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna see all the behind the scenes too.
All right, since this is like a glamour shot, I think I need my light back. Give me a second to put my light back.
Is there another timeline where BTS? Let me look. Okay. Wait, no, these are clips. Because I only see final shots here, Reed, really. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Not for the car, though. Oh, so here's like some of the dance rehearsals that we had. And it's really cool seeing the progression of where the choreography started and what the actual final shot looks like. So you guys are going to get to see a lot of the rehearsals.
So I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys get the point. I'm very excited about this. I think this will probably be finished in December. So I'll get this posted. Oh, here's like a little clip of me getting hair and makeup done. And yeah, you guys are going to get to see it all. A lot of BTS, like, of Reed filming us. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm very excited because I feel like this is one amazing way for me to reclaim my album and get creative with it. So, yeah. Anyway, let me get back to some questions and some thoughts. Casper says, this looks so sick. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the final results. Well, let me show you a little bit more of the car scene because I don't really feel like I showed you guys a lot of that. Yeah, I don't think they're on here. I don't think they're on here. Okay, so we didn't put the behind the scenes in yet. It's okay. Yeah. I can just put the... We do a lot of slow, like different kinds of shots. So I'll do a slow-mo shot. I'll do regular speed. I'll do a performance shot. And it's really important to get a mixture of everything because you don't know exactly what you're going to love the most when you're editing. So I'm just the type of person where I kind of go into a video shoot. I don't really have an exact plan of action. I am more off the cuff. I just like to be intuitive with it. I like to have an idea, but I really just like to see where the shoot takes me because that's when I get into my creative zone and I'm kind of just co-creating with the universe here. I'm like, all right, I'm here. I have all the things in place. I have the vibe. I have the outfits, the colors, the lights, everything. But I'm not going to dictate my performance too much because I like to just be free with it and let whatever wants to come out, come out. That's obviously a little bit different when it comes to choreography. You know, that is more of a plan, that's choreographed. But when it comes to just scenes where it's just me being solo and just kind of vibing, I just have fun with it. I don't really think too hard about it. So I'll just give you guys like a little clip of that with the car.
So I'ma work it, yeah. Let's camera action, it's a good reaction. Everybody asking, who is that? I'm the baddest, gotta let them have it. Super savage, and winning is a habit, yeah. Work, 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 work. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. I put that work in, so I'ma work it. Yeah, this is what you do from 9 to 5. I'm a boss.
So yeah, I am very excited about this. And like I said, we're going to go into all the details. Like I'm going to share the price breakdown. I'm going to show you guys tips and tricks on how to book locations and what kind of equipment we're using and all that good stuff. So, I love you guys. I hope you guys are patient with me. I know it's been a minute since I've like posted a video that's not a brand deal. So I just want you guys to know that there is something big in the works that has nothing to do with brands. It's just pure creativity and just making something to all of my songs. So I'm very excited about that. You truly did work and serve in this music video. Thank you. I always try and serve the people, you know. I'm so glad you documented everything. Yeah, I am one of those people that caught on pretty early, or like it dawned on me pretty early on that documenting my life was a pretty, critical part of being an artist. And I'm so happy that I documented everything that I have, because if you look at my Spotify documentary, for example, if I didn't have all of those, images and instances and situations and video shoots captured, then I would not have been able to edit everything together to tell the story with a visual. And that is a really big tip. If you are somebody who desires to be a public figure or an artist or just online or just life in general, document it. Document your life. And you don't always have to take it seriously or let it consume you, but you want to be able to have those memories. You never know who you're going to be 10 years from now. So you might as well document the process and the progress that you're making, because you can actually use that footage and those screenshots and those numbers and those analytics in a story one day. And that's exactly what I did. And that documentary ended up being my most viewed documentary or video on YouTube I have a couple other videos that are over 1 million views, but those are videos that I released a couple years ago. This video has 500,000 views in only a matter of like 2 months. So it's my most viewed video. And I would not have been able to make that documentary if I did not document my life. So that is a really important tip for anybody who is interested in pursuing a career online. Just don't be afraid to document things, like especially just with your iPhone. Just most of the footage that I had in that documentary was from my iPhone. It wasn't anything special. A lot of it was really well thought out, and we filmed the BTS of all my video shoots with nicer cameras, but a majority of that footage was just on an iPhone. So there's no excuse. Yes. October says I have to go. Have a nice week, guys. Love to everyone. Huge kudos to KARRA for everything she does in good production. Thank you so much, October. That is so sweet. Have an amazing day. Thanks for joining me. Our rapper official says he's from Pakistan. Beautiful. I love that. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we have John Stefanik in the house. Roscoe and Pico send love from Columbus, Ohio. Oh, those are our that's our niece and nephew. The fur, or I mean, what would we call them? So it's Reed's parents' cats. They're just our long lost family of cats, of fur babies in Ohio. But they're so freaking cute. I love them. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you documented everything. It looks so cool. Yep. Everything needs to be documented. Okay, so please, can you share any recommendations on sync agencies? I would love to know where to start. I watched your interview with your friend. Okay, so I personally am not too familiar with a bunch of different agencies, except for, I work with Cozy Music Publishing, and they also, get syncs for me, and Easy, the rapper friend that you're mentioning that I did an interview with, also works with them, but he specifically works with multiple different sync agencies. And so I would say he would probably be a better person to ask on the different options, because I really only use Cozy. And when I was signed to Ultra Music Publishing, they were actually the ones who got me a $40,000 ad with Walmart. So those are kind of, and I'm not signed with Ultra Publishing anymore. I recouped my deal, and I moved on to an admin deal, because my publishing deal with Ultra was a 50-50 I cannot talk. My deal with Ultra Publishing was a co-pub deal, which means it's split 50-50. And now I'm in an admin deal, which is split. I think my admin only collects like 15% now. So it's just like a different situation. But yeah, there's multiple different ways to get syncs. But yeah, I kind of just work with one company called Cozy. Always loved your stuff, KARRA. Don't want to take much time. Any tips on choosing distributors? I have to be honest, I don't have any tips when it comes to choosing music distributors because of my unfortunate distribution events. I personally would prefer working with labels at this point, because I've never had any issues with music distribution through labels. I've only ever had issues with like just normal music distribution companies. And it's unfortunate, because I feel like the music distribution isn't really it's just not something that is set in stone. Like if you release and distribute a song through DistroKid, obviously, as we all know, there's no guarantee that the song is going to stay up on streaming services, because they are deleting music now. So I feel like the most, for sure, stable option for distributing music would to be working with some sort of label or sub-label that's under a major label or major distribution, because at least in those scenarios, they're not deleting your music. So that's all I can say. But I truly can't recommend a music distributor, because I really don't know which one's the best, because I've seen everybody, in the comment section, they're saying that they've had the same issues with all of the distributors. It's not just DistroKid. So unfortunately, I wish I had a better answer for that. Oh, Casper, sending love from London. Oh, you're a London girl. I love that. I've been to London before. Actually, I have. I wasn't there for long, but I did do some work with some producers out there. I love it. All right, so Sammy says, hey, KARRA, I always learn so much from your videos. You've changed my production. Thank you so much. Love from Kenya. Thank you, Sammy. That's so sweet. Thanks for watching. I love that you're from Kenya. We really do have like a worldwide bunch in my audience, and I freaking love that so much. I love knowing that I can post a video or get on live and reach people in Kenya, in Pakistan, in London. Like, that's so mind-blowing to me. It's so cool. All right, let's see. Oh, we got another Black Friday deal. We need like a burr, 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 burr. We need an air horn. Is
All
what
right,
I'm
we need
essentially
something.
what I'm saying. We need something.
All right, so pull up fabfilter.com.
All right, you got it.
Let me reorganize.
Okay, dokie.
Fabfilter.com. 25% off. All right, if you're sleeping on this and you don't have FabFilter plugins, that's a you problem.
We use FabFilter and everything as well.
Yeah.
It's a definitely a go-to, guaranteed smash
Yep.
hit plugin.
Yeah, and it's like so stable. It works in
Yeah.
every DAW so well.
Yeah.
You just know it's going to always work. So if you're not here at fabfilter.com getting whatever FabFilter plugin you don't have, obviously the EQs must have.
Yeah.
The compressor is very good. The de-esser is our favorite.
We use the Pro L2
And the de-esser.
pretty much every master.
And the de-esser.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like everything. And actually, you guys probably recognize the fact that we do a lot of voiceover work. So when we record our voiceovers
That's
for our
all
videos,
FabFilter processing
it's
too.
all FabFilter plugins.
And what's funny is it's really not many plugins. It's just a de-esser and a limiter.
Exactly. Yep. Any other deals?
All right, deal number 2. We're going to pluginalliance.com.
Yep.
I think there's a dash, but it might correct it for you.
Here we go.
Yeah, so they got some pretty sweet deals here. The Plugin Alliance black box is super essential. The Mag EQ, super essential. Let's see, there's some other bangers up here. You really can't go wrong with the entire subscription, honestly. If you were looking to just get a huge collection of tons of analog stuff in one swift purchase, this is where I would go for my subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plugin Alliance, can't go wrong with that.
Cool.
Next website, we're going to, let's see.
Why don't we show them your Black Friday buyer's guide too?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I wasn't about to interject your channel with my channel, but since you mention it.
Black Friday buyer's guide.
Read Stefan,
Read Stefan.
just to make sure nobody else is.
No, this is a must watch for music producers. So
Okay, yeah, and then-
so Stefan.
It's all right, I'll forgive you for that.
The Black Friday.
Oh,
Sorry, I was listening to the music.
no problem.
Okay, so everybody needs to check out the Read Stefan Black
It's
Friday
20
buyer's
minutes.
guide.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes long. We don't need to show all 20
No,
minutes
we're
of
not
it
going to
here.
show the whole thing.
But what I was doing was, like here in your live stream, I just wanted to sprinkle the few on top that didn't make this 20-minute
Yeah.
edit. Yeah.
But we have lots of deals from all of your favorite music companies. And if you are interested and you need something or you want to update something in your studio, add to your collection, check out this video as well. There's lots of great options for you.
Yeah, we cover virtual instruments, interfaces, microphones, plugins, DAWs. Ableton is in there.
Yeah, Ableton's in there.
IamKARRA.com is in there. Whole Loops is
That's
in there.
me.
Hey.
Hey.
And then, so back to what's not in there.
Yes.
Native instruments.
Okay.
These are things that I've found since, because I obviously posted this video on, I posted this on like, what, last Wednesday?
Yeah. A week ago.
Yep. So
Ish.
these are things that I found since. Native instruments, excellent deals, especially if you're upgrading from complete whatever to complete 15. There's excellent deals on upgrades. Or if you want to just kind of cherry pick your favorite contact instruments, they've got a whole bunch of them on sale. Huge discounts at Native Instruments.
Cool.
So, yeah, if you're a music producer and you're looking for sounds to expand what comes with your DAW, maybe you're an Ableton user and you want some more real instruments to play, this is where you should go.
Amen.
All right, last website.
All right.
Let's see. Mic DSP.
Okay.
So we use our analog processing box by Mic DSP all the time, but what I've been using even longer is their plugins, and they've got some pretty great deals on all of the above this Black Friday season.
Let's go.
Yeah, we really like the Mic DSP MC404 multiband compressor. We use that a lot. The Futz box is a really fun distortion plugin, and obviously the analog processing box is like the elite tier level of hybrid mixing equipment. And I think those are like $500 off which is
Nice.
pretty good. Yep. So
Big savings this year.
yeah. Also, I heard Sony C800G is reduced from 17,000 to 14,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got an email about that.
That's a smash.
So if anyone's looking to pick up a Sony C800G, they are on sale, $3,000 off. Instead of 17,000, they are now 14,000.
Wait, let me look. Let me go to Guitar Center and see. Sony C800.
Is the sale price listed?
No.
Oh. Yeah,
Maybe not on.
I saw it in an email. It might not have been from Guitar Center, though.
So for only $17,000, you can get a.
You too can have a Sony C800G.
Okay, to be fair, when we bought our Sony C800, it was only $9,000.
Yeah,
something
and
like
when they
that?
released in the 90s, they were like 5 or 6.
Right. So anyway, this is not a
Yeah,
Black
between
Friday.
inflation, the pandemic, and tariffs, yeah, they're up to 17,000 now.
That's crazy. But hey, if you can
For
afford
Black
it,
Friday, they're 14,000. So get them while they're hot.
awesome. Thank you, Reed.
Anytime.
All right. Yeah. Cello Cubano says insane. It is insane. Where is our Sony C800G? It is, yeah, it's in the closet, but Reed's going to go grab it for me right now if you want to check it out. All right, so can you make a list of the best plugins for every station you have in the mixing and mastering? Do we have any videos like that? Like, yeah, just best plugins for mixing and mastering. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe that's something that we can make. All right. So here's the Sony C800. This is $17,000 now. What the fuck? Here, you can check it out. It does sound really amazing. This is a heat radiator coming out the back. So when, it gets, it's a tube, right? It's a tube mic. And when there's too much heat, that could, affect the microphone, the sound, and break it. So they have this little radiator. But anyway, that's the Sony C800. KARRA, te amo. I love you. I love you too, te amo. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. All right, let me look because I think I may have missed some questions. So let me go up and see some of these questions. Oh, well, Casper says, this is the best way of reclaiming your album. I'm genuinely excited for both the video and the doc. Oh, thank you. I know it's been a really tough year, just kind of accepting the fact that, my album got taken down. So now that I've kind of worked through those emotions, I'm able to pour my energy into something positive. So I think these little documentaries on me making visuals and music videos for everything are really going to help me just get out of that rut, because man, I was really deep in that rut for a while. Yeah. Your aura already serves us, Queen. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I love it. All right, so let me see. So I just wanted to say that you are a huge inspiration for me. And if it weren't for you, I'd struggle to learn vocal mixing. And you've helped me learn that is so awesome. I really, really enjoy hearing how I've inspired you guys, how I've impacted your lives. I've heard so many crazy stories. For example, whenever I go to the NAMM show, which by the way, I think I'm going to be going to NAMM this year. So if you happen to go to NAMM or live in California, that might be a place where you can meet me. So that's exciting. I think that happens at the end of January. So I would love to see you guys there. But every time I go to NAMM, because I didn't go last year, I hear these awesome stories from people and they just warm my heart. And I'm just like, wow, I'm really making an impact, and I just don't even realize it just because I kind of live in my own bubble. And, I'm really focused on bringing you guys the best content and the best information, the best entertainment, the best music possible. And yeah, so I kind of forget that there are people out there just like yourself watching me every day. And I'm inspiring you guys and impacting you and influencing you. And that's really just such an honor. And I love being in this position because once again, I just get to reach as many people as I possibly can and make the world a better place. That's truly my goal. And every moment in my life, I'm always thinking about other people and how I can help other people. And I'm not just saying that because that kind of sounds like, oh, you're so full of yourself. It's not that. It's just the truth. Like, I've always put other people above myself, and to my detriment sometimes. I definitely am a recovered people pleaser. But that truly is my heart. You know, I just love helping people. I love making people smile. I love giving people opportunities and just uplifting people and helping them expand and grow and change for the better and want to do better for themselves. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're only here for a limited amount of time, and I want to help other people, you know, utilize that time in an efficient way that is really conducive to someone's growth and happiness and just how they live life, how they enjoy life. So that's my biggest passion always, is to hear your stories and how I've affected you and impacted you. I'm just so grateful for that. Oh yeah, so Roman says, I dream to buy the OEK Sound Soothe 2. Yeah, Soothe. That, and then Reed commented, Soothe 2 goes on sale tomorrow. That is correct. Soothe 2, OEK Sounds, that sale starts tomorrow. And once again, I did a video for Mix with the Masters, and I actually did a clip where I basically just took the vocal chain that Benny Blanco and Phineas used on Selena Gomez's vocals, and then I put it on my vocals, and I showed you guys what it sounded like. And Soothe 2 was on that vocal chain. It was like, I think it was only 3 plugins. It was Auto-Tune, Soothe, and CLA vocals, and then some sort of reverb. I forget the reverb name, but yeah. I think it was Valhalla reverb. So, and that was Benny Blanco's vocal chain. So you really don't need much, but I definitely recommend getting Soothe because that is an incredible plugin. Yeah. I heart Scare. Sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing your names on here. New music? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm fiending at the moment. Yes. So, okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I kind of mentioned this before. I'm going to be releasing music again, which is exciting for me, but I'm going to be coming back to EDM. So I decided to keep my album for my content, my YouTube channel, and my visuals only. And then I am going to be releasing music with DJs again. So I have a lot of really cool potential collaborations in the works right now. For those who don't know, I was one of the biggest EDM top liners, out there a couple of years ago. So I was like really going hard in that scene. And I released hundreds of songs. I wrote songs for people. I recorded vocals for other singers and all that good stuff. And I took a break from that because I wanted to build my content and I wanted to build my own artist project, and I wanted to make my own album, and because I was doing a lot of collaborations. It was a lot. And yeah, I just kind of got burnt out and I got really uninspired, and my life was just kind of taking me in this new direction. And I'm so grateful that I did go out on my own and build my website and my YouTube channel and my content strategy, because I am so much I'm just like in a different energy, and I have my own career that I own 100% of and that I've built on my own. And now I feel like since I've built that career for myself, I'm going to have even more fun going back to collaborating with people because, I'm going to be able to offer them something. I'm going to be able to do really cool visuals and video productions and in studio sessions with other artists. That is my goal for this next year. So there is new music coming. But for now, while I'm working on that new music, you should follow me on Instagram because I'm going to be making a lot of fun visuals for my album tracks. So you can at least get your fix of songs on my Instagram. So I Heart Scare says EDM, can't wait. Hello. Love from Africa and love the album. It's on repeat. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And also, I do have some other plans for studio sessions that, like I really would love to do an Afro house session. That's on my to-do list. I would love to do an Arma piano session and just different sounds. I want to explore different sounds this year and work with other producers and start collaborating again. For the people that always mention Kashmir in my live streams, we're gonna probably get some new songs out soon and start working on new stuff so I can finally have an answer for you guys. Because I just wasn't sure. I wasn't collaborating with people, but now that I'm opening back up to collaborating, I'm gonna definitely do more with Kashmir. I'm gonna do a lot more with all these really cool EDM producers that I love, and hopefully new ones too. I really would like to expand and grow and work with new producers and just get out there again because I've been kind of cooped up in my house and in my bubble building my business, and now that the business is built, it's time to get back out there. Funny that one of my favorite tracks featuring you is called On My Own. Yeah. Yes. So, I would love to do another song with Far Out. He's the producer that I did On My Own with. And I am on my own most of the time. So I'm ready to get back out there. Okay, so let's see. Would you also do some hip hop? I mean, I would love to do hip hop. My album had a lot of hip hop inspiration. I wouldn't say that it was like hip hop, but there was a lot of inspo. And so I would love to do just like as many subgenres of EDM as possible in terms of this next, catalog that I'm going to build. And I would love to do some like trap and hip hop and all sorts of stuff. I just want to have fun. I think that was one of the biggest things that I've learned throughout the years is that I really, really took things too seriously because I was, I had to build a career. I had to support myself. I had to figure out a way to make a sustainable living. And that's stressful. It just is. So now that is under my belt, I feel a lot less stressed out. I want to go into this next phase of my music career stress-free, just 100% in the moment, having fun with people. I want to dance to the music. I want to make really beautiful visuals and choreography, be sexy, be cool, be, just the artist that I am. And I just feel like there have been so many things that have gotten in the way and have pivoted me because that's what life is. It's just a bunch of really hard lessons that you need to overcome. So, now that I've kind of gotten through the meat of that, it's all about having fun now. Yeah, this is so exciting. I know. So Amapiano is on my list for sure. That is one genre that I'm dying to do. And hopefully I can get that one out there ASAP. I might be able to do that with a brand deal that I have coming out, but I kind of don't want to do that genre with the brand deal. I kind of want to just make my own session, so we'll see. What is your preferred microphone? So I feel like the microphones have different purposes, and so I feel like if I'm gonna do a rap vocal, then I would probably pick the Sony C800. If I was gonna do a singing vocal, like a really pretty, singing vocal, I would pick the Telefunken. I also use the Neumann TLM 49 quite a bit, and that's a more affordable option for a microphone because I know the Sony and the Telefunken are pretty expensive, but I would pick those three. And then the Lewitt Ray also sounds incredible too. I use a lot of Lewitt microphones, and I have one, the LCT 440 Pure by Lewitt sounds really great. So I would say a lot of the Lewitt microphones are also fantastic. So I think that's pretty. And then obviously the SM7B great for podcasting, live streaming, all sorts of stuff. So every microphone kind of has its strength and purpose. All right, so let's see. Yo, Jay got cash says, yo, you watching you trying to get my Apollo set up. Awesome. I wonder, is this the first time that you're setting up an Apollo? And if it is, good luck and congrats. I feel like getting an Apollo is like a level up in your production career, because I feel like we all kind of start with the Focusrite, Scarlett, and then the next one is the Apollo, and then you like kind of like go from there. But I have nothing but amazing things to say about the Apollo, especially the console app that it comes with. So if you're recording vocals, you have a really, really awesome app that comes with the Apollo where you can really tune in your headphone mix, because to me, the headphone mix is the most important aspect of a recording session in general. If the singer doesn't like the way that they sound in their headphones, then you're not going to get the best performance out of them. Or if you're recording yourself, if you don't like the way you sound in your headphones, then you're not going to get the best performance out of you. So that's what I love about the Apollo, is that I can get a great headphone mix out of it. To Tomb Deep says, hello, KARRA, greetings from Poland. Hi, how are you? Welcome. All right, any advice for underground artists in terms of marketing and the business side of music? Whew, that's a loaded question, but I love it. So there's a lot of advice that I can give about that. In terms of marketing, I mean, obviously social media is the kingpin of marketing. And while I feel like major label artists definitely have advantages to marketing and opportunities because they can pay for things, when you're an underground artist, I feel like you also have an opportunity to just really be yourself and put yourself out there and be relatable and create really cool art and just build a community that loves you and you love back, and really, really like pour into those people, especially the people that are with you early on. You want to build those relationships with those people. There are a couple of you guys that I always see in my comment sections or in my live streams, and I'm always making a point to, talk to them and shout them out and say thank you and give them, little, like, just little extra things to make them feel special. And so I think that's a really big part of marketing. It's not always about having an expensive setup or an expensive video shoot. It literally can just be you. And I think that's the beauty in social media these days, because I think celebrity culture is still there, but it's really not as powerful or prevalent or necessary to being seen by the world. And that's where we have to, as independent artists and people that are just doing our own thing, we have to see the beauty in that, because that kind of gives everybody an even level playing field. So anybody can have a viral video now. You don't have to be signed to a major label to go viral, or to just build like a great community and, just build year by year, video by video, and just pour into it and experiment with things, figure out what your audience likes, because I get a lot of my ideas from my audience. So believe it or not, I see your comments and I'm thinking about, oh, this is one of my most asked questions. Maybe I should make a video about that topic. So that's also another way to utilize your fan base and your community that you're building and kind of co-create with them. So use them as guides in your career for marketing. And in terms of business, let me think about that. Well, there's so many different aspects of the business that, I could probably go on forever and talk about. But I think the most important thing is that you want to work with people that align with your vision. And that takes a lot of years to kind of navigate and sift through people. You have to be burned a couple times in business to learn proper business etiquette and to see red flags and learn how to avoid kind of sketchy situations. So I think business is kind of like the Wild West. There's not really like a set plan that you can follow. But I think like the most important thing is who you do business with, because that will either make you or break you, because I've had both. So who you do business with is incredibly important. And if it's just you and you're just on your own, you can do that. You can start a YouTube channel today and just start posting videos on your own and build a career for yourself. You don't have to do business with people if you don't want to. But yeah, I think just like finding the right team of people to build with is incredibly important. Sanasha Beats says, support from India. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Need to invest in that since I struggle with how I sound. I think you're talking about the Apollo. Yeah, I definitely recommend investing in an Apollo. If you're at that point where you've been using like your Focusrite or another really affordable interface, which they all sound great, by the way. But I would say the Apollo is definitely the next level of sound quality. Oh, bonjour, KARRA. Greetings all the way from France. Hi, Joseph. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining me from France. Every time I get to talk to you guys and you tell me where you're from, I just start fantasizing about traveling the world. I'm like, oh, I'm jet setting off to France now. I'm going to go see the Eiffel Tower. It just makes me feel alive, All right. So NW Mandy says, your music has been a part of my world for over half my life, and it still hits every time. Thank you all for the emotion, the energy, and the inspiration you put into the world. You're incredible. Oh my God, that is so sweet. Half your life, like, wow, that is so cool to think about. But it makes so much sense because I started releasing music over a decade ago. So I really have been putting out music for a long time. And, I took a break from it to build my video production business and my media company. And now I'm going to go back to music and start releasing it again. So I'm very excited to hopefully be a part of your other half of your life. That's so fun. I love it. Thank you so much for listening to my music and just being supportive. And just love it. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Love from Iran. Oh, wow. You guys, that is so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So can I please send you some trap beats? Well, I am not accepting like outside beats right now. I'm going to be doing a bunch of collaborations with, my friends and people that I've been in connection with at this point in time. But there might be something in the future where I can actually accept, other beats and do like a collaboration with one of you guys or something. I'll have to think about it more. Aliram, wait, you're releasing more music? Yes, I am. If you missed it, because I actually think that you just popped in. First, Christian Allen, good morning from Australia. Good morning. It's still pretty much morning here. It's 11 a.m. in Vegas, so good morning. Welcome. So Aliram, yes, I'm going to be releasing more music. I decided that I was going to dedicate my Spotify to my EDM catalog. And so I have a giant EDM catalog that's already existing there, and I'm going to fill up my catalog with all new stuff, all new collaborations, and work with all new people and just get new genres, new sounds, the whole 9 yards. It's going down. Because music is a part of me, and it just didn't really feel right to not release music. Obviously my YouTube channel and my video productions are my priority, but I really do miss making music with people And I feel ready to get back out there and collaborate with people again. Hopefully do some live shows. Maybe I'll pop up, here and there with Kashmir for a live show. So we'll see. I'm hoping that next year is the year where I kind of get back out there in the world again. What's your ethnicity? Actually, I literally talked about this earlier because somebody asked if my eye color was real, and they are. But I am Irish, English, but I'm mostly Sicilian, so I'm Italian. But what's really cool, I did a 23andMe, and my DNA traced all the way back to Egypt, which I feel like makes a lot of sense because I feel really connected to that, the ancient Egyptian kind of vibe and just culture and everything. So that kind of checks off. Do you license your music from movies? So I don't know if I've gotten, I think maybe there was one, oh no, I did have one movie placement with my song that I did for Cruella called Goddess. So I did a song with Cruella, Nervo, and Raju Kumari, and it's called Goddess. That song got placed in one of the, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on one of the Marvel movies. That's it. So, yeah. So and you know what? It's one of those things where I do have a whole music catalog for sync. So if you guys, see me releasing music with my friend Easy McCoy, the rapper, he is really huge in the sync world. And so anytime I work with him, we're making music for sync placements. And so I don't think any of our songs have gotten in a movie just yet, but we've had a lot of placements in commercials, in internet ads, on television. So the answer is yes, I do license my music for movies. Yeah, you look kind of Egyptian. I do a little bit, yeah. I can see it. I have like that, I think it's the nose. And like this. Yeah. I can't explain it. I just see it. Yeah, even some of your music incorporates that Egyptian vibe and its element, especially on Musa, which is my favorite thus far. Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, so the album was produced by Stefan and Kashmir. And the reason why I wanted to work with Kashmir specifically was because he has that sound. And that's the sound that I connect with. And yeah, we definitely played with it in a lot of the songs on the album. So I really love how the album came out. I'm excited to put visuals to it now and just kind of do it for fun. Obviously, I showed you guys clips of the Work music video documentary, but I also have one for Zoo being planned. So that's going to be filmed next year, and I'm going all out on Zoo. I'm so excited. Our Cleopatra. Oh, thank you, Celestial Arrow. That's so sweet. I really love you guys. You guys are so freaking cool. Okay, so if you need to contact me, I have a customer support email at on my website. So yeah, that would be my easiest way of giving it, or like the easiest way to contact me. All right, so Lily Zaza says, I really like your production and I try it too, but I have FL, mobile, no laptop. Okay. I can see how that could be a little bit of a challenge to kind of interpret, my videos and figure out how to do it in your DAW. But I definitely encourage you to just take the inspiration of what I'm doing and just figure out a way to capture the essence and the magic of creating music and production, and then, channel it through the DAW that you're using. So I know that's easier said than done, but I do want to emphasize the fact that my videos, even though they might be in Ableton or in Pro Tools or in Logic, and you guys use FL Studio, you can still get something out of watching my videos. And like I said, I think it's more focused on the actual process of creating and the workflow and the magic that goes behind it. All right, so when it comes to distribution, maybe you could use AWOL since it's more of a deal and they're probably less likely to take your music down for fake streams. Yeah, so the reason why I'm choosing to go back to EDM music is because of the fact that I've never had any issues with music distribution on an EDM label. And so for me, that feels more secure than just releasing and distributing my own solo music by myself. Because honestly, I don't feel like doing that anymore. It's not something that I want to pour my energy and time into. I would rather focus on pouring my energy and time into creating these videos and these visuals for the music. So I would love to just make the music and then find a label for it and just release it. Because I've, like I said, I've never had any issues with music distribution through a label. So that's the plan. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, anything can happen. And I did get a couple offers from people to help me get my album back up. But I think I was just so overwhelmed by what was happening that I just couldn't even think about figuring out a way to get it back up. And I was like, you know what? Let me just let go and let God, basically. I'm just going to let go and let God, and I'm going to focus on myself. I'm just going to create awesome stuff, and that's my focus. And then if somewhere down the line I feel like getting my album back up and there's an opportunity for that to happen, then I'll take it. But yeah. Oh God. Here we go again.
The good part about using a label is if a song gets like spammed to death and gets taken down, you get to go to the label and be like, look, you have a problem.
Yeah.
Not me. Your song got taken down.
Right.
Not mine.
Because they own the master.
Right. You signed it. It's your song. It's your problem. See you later.
Yeah, and he's out. Here it comes with the truth bombs. No, but it's true. I would rather have that responsibility be on the label instead of me having to figure everything out by myself. Like I have been. And don't get me wrong, I'm an independent queen, okay? I have no problem doing shit by myself. But when it comes to distributing music, I just don't feel like that's not a battle that I'm willing to fight on my own. So if I can have security with label releases like I've done in the past, I mean, I've had hundreds of label releases, then I will feel much better about making new music and getting it out there. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I've been so busy that I haven't gotten to make the new music yet, but there are collaborations that are in the works. So fingers crossed. We want to hear your teenage records. Actually, I have a video on my channel. It's kind of old. I did it a couple years ago where I listened to the songs that I made in high school. And it's so funny. It's actually the most embarrassing thing ever, but it's funny. Go watch it. Okay, so Tom Deep says, perhaps someone has already asked this, but I would like to know where you get your inspiration for what you do every day. Is it from your sounds, new equipment, from everyday life? I love that question because I'm really big on inspiration. And I would have to say that everything inspires me to a degree. And though, like everything that you mentioned, the sounds, the equipment, everyday life, that all plays a part in the creation of a song. And so in some capacity, it inspires me. But I would say I'm the type of person that is more inspired by life and life experiences and traveling, because I always find new inspiration and mental expansion when I go travel to different places, especially secluded places in nature. I'm a big nature girly, and nature really inspires me the most because I get the clarity that I need. I get to have a reset. I get to detox. I get to detach from the world and the noise. And I just get to sit there with the beauty and the essence of Mother Earth and the stars and the sun. Like, everything about nature inspires me. So that's my biggest inspiration. But like I said, everything plays a part. I do get inspired when I have an incredible vocal chain and I have an incredible headphone mix. So equipment definitely inspires me. Plugins inspire me. Because if I sound good, I'm getting the performance of a lifetime. You know what I mean? Like that, like those are things that really are important to the creative process, because at the end of the day, we're all aspiring to capture our best work and the magic of that work. So, yeah. And also sounds definitely inspire me when I'm co-writing with somebody or a producer and he plays or she plays like a specific chord progression that just like hits me in the right spot. I'm like, ooh, yes, that. And then the ideas start flowing. So sounds definitely inspire me quite a bit. I tend to really love minor chord progressions. There's something about the minor sound that really inspires me. With major, there are songs that I've written in major chord progressions, but for me, I just like a little bit of minor, a little darkness, a little sexiness in my production. So major songs sound a little too happy for me sometimes. And yeah, everyday life. I think everyday life definitely inspires me. I used to have an issue where I was always like looking to the future or worrying about the past. And so I wasn't really being present. And so this past year, I've done a lot of healing work, and I kind of secluded myself. Like I just needed a break from social media and collaborating with people. And I really made it a point to take this past year to just focus on myself and learn how to be present in the moment. And so because I did that, I find joy and happiness and inspiration in like the littlest things, the smallest things. For example, I'll be looking at my cat and I'll just look at my cat's face and just light up inside. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so blessed to have this beautiful animal in my presence that lives with me, that loves me, and that inspires me. So I am a sucker for love. Like I love love, and I love helping people, and I love being around people and guiding people and being a mentor. And so those are also situations that inspire me too, that like light me up, that give me energy to keep moving forward. So I hope that answers your question. Hey there, Ashkan Music. God, I butcher everyone's name so bad. Please mention your analog vocal chain. Okay, so I mentioned a couple different microphones that I enjoy before, but once again, I love the Sony C800 microphone, the Telefunken 251, the Neumann TLM 49, the Lewitt Pure Tube, and the Lewitt Ray. Those are kind of the vocal mics that I use the most. And in terms of analog gear, what I have in my desk right now is the 1176 limiting amplifier by Universal Audio. Oh, Kitty Bear wants to be amplified. Kitty Bear, you want to come into my live stream and say hi to everybody? Okay, no. I have the Vintech Audio, the X73 mic preamp, and then in this desk I have the Prism Sound Titan. And upstairs, I have the Apollo X8. So it's basically just the same thing as the Apollo Twin, but with 8 inputs and outputs. So, and then what else? The Tube Tech compressor as well is upstairs. What am I missing from upstairs? Tube Tech. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the LA2A. Okay. So yeah, but if you're curious about my entire setup and everything that I have in the studio, you can watch my studio tour. I did an updated studio tour about a couple months ago, and so it's pretty new and fresh. So check that one out. Dream analog hardware that we don't have. I mean, I feel like this. So me and Reed have gone through multiple different hardware setups, and when we first moved in together, we've been together for like almost 10 years now, and then we moved in together about 3 years into our relationship. And that's when we started building our studio together, and we went through multiple different hardware setups. And we would just return, like we would get something, and then if we didn't like it or if we were trying it out for a while, and we would just sell it and try something new. Yeah, there's a lot of rental places in Los Angeles that you can rent different pieces of gear to try it out as well. So we already did that for years. So I feel like we pretty much have our dream set up. I don't really think that there's anything else that we necessarily need to get a good sounding vocal. So yeah. What lenses do you guys use for your videos? This one's a big one because this was probably one of our biggest investments, and we use the ARRI lenses. So ARRI, that's how you spell it, ARRI. And we don't use an ARRI camera. We just use the Sony FX3 camera, but we use the ARRI lenses. So we basically put cinema lenses on the Sony FX3. This live stream is just being done through, my webcam, but every single YouTube video is filmed through a Sony FX3, but we have cinema lenses, and that's the secret sauce, is the cinema lenses. The lenses are really important to the shot. The camera's important, but I would say lenses are, one, more expensive and more important to getting a clearer shot. Okay. Hi, KARRA. I'm Matthias. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at saying names. A producer from Germany. Oh my God. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I've been following your videos and your husband's for a long time, and I think what you two are doing is absolutely fantastic. Keep it up. I'm a fan. Thank you, Matthias. I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I really apologize, but I'm so grateful. And so is Reed. I want you guys to know that me and Reed, especially if you watch both of our channels, like, we're so grateful that you guys are here. And we actually have so many exciting things planned for next year that's outside of, our brand deals. Now that we're, kind of, like, this year was all about building our business and getting things secure, like with our content strategy and the look of our videos and the brands that we want to associate with. So now that we kind of figured all that stuff out, we can get back to making more fun videos and just like doing concepts that we're passionate about, So we really appreciate you guys being along for the journey, no matter what phase we're at in our careers, because it's constantly changing, and we just appreciate you guys watching. We really do. Let me see. Try. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Don't the huge monitors make the room reflections worse? One of the things about our situation is that we have, and actually, if you go watch the home studio tour, I explain the whole reasoning behind all of our setups. But we needed, Reed, you're the squeaking of the doors. You're distracting me. He keeps squeaking the damn doors. Okay, anyway. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm really sensitive. Especially to sounds. Like, if I'm trying to focus on something and I'm hearing an annoying, screeching, squeaking sound in the background, I'm like, oh my God, I can't focus. Oh God.
I was working on a Jersey Club sample pack. I'm sorry.
All right, get out of here. Oh yeah.
Sorry about that.
I thought that was bed squeaks, not door squeaks.
Well, you see, if you EQ it right, it goes from a door to a bed. If you just boost the
okay.
boost the 9K.
Okay, I see. Yep. Every Jersey club song has a squeaky bed in it.
Do you want to show them the video of us going to Guitar Center?
Oh yeah, wait, but let me finish answering the question.
Oh yeah, so the speakers in the room aren't really that bad because the reflections are kind of the same no matter what size speakers you have.
Right.
And also we kind of just get used to it.
Yeah.
And to like the better you make a room acoustically for sound, the worse you make it for video shoots.
No.
And
Which is where I was going with what I was saying before. In the home studio tour, you got to see the reasoning as to why we have this setup and the setup upstairs, which is specifically for sound quality
and perfect acoustics and all that nonsense.
This is for filming.
This is for like perfect lighting,
Yeah.
tons of camera angles, and
Yes.
and tons of space to film.
Exactly. Okay, so we did a fun holiday video for Guitar Center, who's one of our sponsors.
Yesterday we were on the hunt for the hottest Black Friday sales in the game, so of course we went to our local Guitar Center.
Yep.
We literally pulled up.
Yep.
We can play it from DaVinci.
All right, let me get it open.
Yeah, you might have to quit DaVinci and reopen it because my hard drive wasn't there when you.
Okay, I have to say all of these icons look exactly the same. I
Yeah.
get so confused.
It's like the Cubase.
They all look the same, you guys. All right.
Just force quit it and reopen DaVinci. So
I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. Chill. Chillest puppet in the game. Not the most non-chill puppet in the game.
I forgot we were shopping for Sony C800s just a second. I was like, why is that up on the screen? Oh yeah, $3,000 off this Black Friday. If you're Sony
I know,
C800G.
right? Oh, damn! That puppet is so real. Yep. He's too real. He's a little too real for my liking. Just kidding. All right, let's see this Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Should I just play from the beginning?
Yeah, play from the beginning.
Okay.
Today, I'm visiting my local Guitar Center. I'm shopping for the best Black Friday deals, discounts, and checking out everything that's new in store. From microphones, keyboards, monitors, studio gear, drums, and, of course, guitars.
Hey!
Nice shred, man.
Yeah, I know. That was a sick guitar. That was the Van Halen
That was
signature.
a sick
Part of a really
rip.
nice shopping center called Town Square.
Is that Reed sliding in?
This is us pulling up to the club.
And yeah, it does feel like we're going to Disney World for music producers.
It does. I mean,
Guitar
Guitar
Center
Center is
straight
literally Disney for music producers.
Oh, I spelled Whole Loops wrong on this sign for some reason. Why didn't you tell me to fix
Whole
that?
Foods.
The holiday cheer is in the air.
And we have arrived
The
at the
giant
Motherland.
This is so ridiculous. I can't.
I thought we got here early, but the parking lot is
That guy's in
already popping
every
off.
freaking sign on
After
Vegas.
decades of shopping at Guitar Center, I swear I still get that same feeling of anticipation and excitement when I walk in the door.
My heart is pumping.
What?
My heartbeat is racing. I can't wait to get to Guitar Center.
The holiday magic is everywhere, and this security guard at the front was actually super chill.
This freaking
Let's go
nutcracker.
discover what's in store. Since the last time I've been here, everything's been completely rearranged. It's like heaven. But the new layout is actually perfect.
Y'all are getting a sneak peek right now on this
Looking
live
for
stream.
deals.
Looking for
The
deals.
music production stuff has been moved right to the front, like monitors.
Oh, I love the D3V.
Yeah, the D3Vs are
monitors.
bangers.
Yeah.
You know what I like about what they did? They
All right, I think we get the point.
Yeah, honestly, the full video is going to drop this week, so I don't want to spill the whole deal. But
Yeah.
if you haven't been to your local Guitar Center, you should check it out because they really did optimize the store for the modern times recently. When you walk in, it's like music production stuff. Boom, right in the front. Bah! You just see. You walk in right the door and it's whoosh, microphones, whoosh, speakers. And then you look over to the side, MIDI controllers. And then you turn around behind you, studio monitors, subwoofers. And then I'm shredding a Van Halen guitar. All at your local Guitar Center. And then there's like a kid playing the drums and stuff. There was a bunch going on.
There was a lot going on. A lot going on. Someone says, actually, I used to be tech support in one of these shops. The best time.
I was in there playing all the forbidden riffs.
Yep. Oh my God, this was so
I played
funny.
Smoke on the Water.
Wait, yeah.
I played Stairway to Heaven.
Yo, Reed shredded. Let's look at the shred.
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
play that. That part's like towards the end.
Yeah, let me
sorta.
get. Okay, look at Reed. Reed's a really good guitar player. If you guys didn't know.
What happened?
I don't know. It's frozen.
What for? Oh,
Test spin.
there we
And
go.
Here at Guitar Center, you get to test just about anything you like. Guitar
Hey!
plays like a dream. I think my wife will totally understand why I bought it when she
My wife will totally understand why I bought it when she hears this. Hey!
I had no idea you had these skills, Reed.
Any
Yeah.
Guitar Center employee
Needless to say, I did not buy that guitar, but I thought about it for a hot second.
Oh my God, I literally can't. All right, well, thank you for your little segment.
Yep, happy Black Friday, everybody.
Visit your local guitar center. All right. The puppet just keeps getting realer. Like I said, I think he's a little bit too real for my liking. KARRA dying in the back. I'm always dying in the back. I feel like every time Reed gets on camera with me, he just makes me laugh so much. And that's the beauty in what I get to do every day, is that I get to just have fun. We get to laugh, make jokes. Ashcan Music says /V 2.0. Yes. I think Reed's better than Slash. By the way, don't tell him that I told you this, but that was a Guitar Center. Wait. That was a Guitar Center employee. So it was not Reed. The puppet is just built different. He is. He really is. I mean, to have married a woman like me, he must be built different. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. A puppet jump scare was not my bingo card. Yeah. You know, you get a little bit of everything on my live streams. You never know what you're going to get. And I think that's the beauty in this. Guitar Center should sponsor you guys. They already do. That's why we went there in the first place. No, actually, you guys, if you follow Reed's channel, I think he does more of the Guitar Center collaborations, but we have affiliate links. Like for all of our studio gear videos, we use Guitar Center links, and we work with Guitar Center by helping them make video content every month. So that's kind of how that deal is set up. Every brand deal is set up differently. Sorry, my hair is really bothering me. This is what happens when you don't have a hairstylist or a makeup artist to help every day. But okay. We're good. I'm not going to touch my hair. So we have a couple of different kinds of relationships with different brands, and with each one, we set up a different kind of deal. And brand deals are a really huge part of being a content creator. So if this is like something that you guys are interested in pursuing as your career, then working with brands is essential to building a business and actually being paid for your work. You know, for the longest time, Reed and I didn't get paid by anybody. We literally just posted videos. And, you know, Reed was posting videos before I was, and he was basically just posting videos for free and just collecting his like AdSense money for all of his stuff. And then he was also just promoting whole loops the whole time. So that was the only way that he was making money off of content creation. It wasn't until I think 4 or 5 years ago that he got his first brand deal. And then it just kind of spiraled from there. I got my first brand deal around a little bit after him. But it's kind of funny because we do get a lot of comments of people saying that we sold out, we're sellouts, and, you know, it's just brand and content and all that stuff. And I get that. But you have to also remember that we were doing this for free and we were building our skills and our catalog so that we could actually make money doing it. And so I think that there's nothing wrong with making a living off of music and content creation. And I think brand deals is just a huge part of that. And it's one of those things that if you are interested in pursuing this as a career path, that you are going to be participating in. And I love all the brands that we're... I'll stop. All right, I heart Scurray, don't judge me. He says, I'll stop touching my hair, but proceeds to touch it. I know. I do have a really bad habit of touching my hair, I'm not going to lie. It's actually something that really bothers me whenever I watch my videos back. I'm like, oh my God, stop touching your damn hair. But for some reason, it's hard to get it in the right spots. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm just going to let my hair be free as I continue to touch it. I feel like you need to be a content creator to be a musician nowadays. It's a bit toxic, don't you think so? Well, it depends on how you view it. You know, I think that if you view it as toxic, then it's toxic. But if you view it as an opportunity to build a career, connect with people, make money, have fun, make art, then you can actually create something beautiful. And there are toxic aspects to it. For example, I think earlier I mentioned that I took a break from social media this year. I sometimes I'll get sucked into doom scrolling and, you know, comparing myself to other people. And, you know, I don't do that anymore, but there were moments where I really did get sucked into those toxic behaviors. And I recognize that in myself, but I took time to actually change that about myself and fix that and get to the root of why I was doing those things. So yes, there is a lot of toxicity on social media, and there can be toxic, you know, dynamics when it comes to having to be a content creator and a musician. But I think that's just something that we all have to accept as the truth, that with social media today, if you can just use it and utilize it as a tool and you don't view it as something that's like a roadblock or something that's bad or toxic, then you can really make the most out of it and build something beautiful. So I understand the frustrations though, because it is a rat race. I feel like every time I build something, especially with a piece of content, for example, my studio sessions, they started blowing up a year ago. And now the views have gone down quite a bit. And I know that that's that case for everybody. Like there's a lot of other YouTubers where their views got cut. I think it's just happening across the board on TikTok as well. And, you know, you have to be okay with those ups and downs and those lulls and those highs. And, that's just the nature of the beast. And so while my studio sessions started blowing up a year ago and I was raking in hundreds of thousands of views, I'm not getting those kinds of views anymore on those. And for me, that's kind of a sign to me to be like, okay, let's kind of expand and maybe try something different now. And that's just kind of how the social media game and the video content creation thing goes. You just kind of have to roll with the punches and move with the flow of the content and the algorithms. And yeah, it's overwhelming. It could be a lot to navigate. But I think if you just go with the flow and you don't, if you're not too hard on yourself, then you can really have fun with it. And even if you're not getting those views like you used to, it's okay. Maybe that's just a sign from the universe that you need to maybe try something else and like that thing is going to blow up. So I always kind of take those things as a sign. Okay. Ashcan Music says, I just started posting on YouTube after watching your Spotify scam video, as they paid me $247 for 500,000 streams. Yeah, that's the nature of streaming, unfortunately. And that does bother me. I really do believe that we should be getting paid more for streaming. But the beauty in that documentary that you watched is that I showed you guys that video production is actually worth more than audio. So a video view is worth more than an audio stream. And if you are like me, who found a love for video production, then you can also build a really great career off of your videos, and you can make music in the videos. So there's different ways to go about it. And I think that's also another beautiful part about life in general and the music industry is that you can literally invent your own career. You can create, like, that's what me and Reed did. I was one of the biggest vocal sample packs on Splice for years, and it was really only because I was one of the first to do it. I think Bright Lights was the only other female vocal pack that was on the site before mine came out. And when you can catch on to a wave early, then you can be the one who creates a whole new lane and pioneer a whole new path for people. And I feel like that has been my career thus far. It's just pioneering new paths. And, you know, when something gets popular and you kind of ride that wave for as long as you possibly can, and then once the algorithms change and your things change, you can move on to the next thing and have that blow up and ride that wave. So it's all about going with the flow and riding the waves of what you're creating and what the algorithms are pushing out. OG Splice creator, yeah, that is me. I'm definitely an OG, that's for sure. That has been a wild ride too. Like my Splice packs was an unexpected business venture that I honestly had no idea even existed growing up. So, you know, as a kid, I was just looking at artists and I was watching music videos and I was watching the award shows and like everything that was just on TV. And so I only had like a very small perspective of what a music career would look like. And I'm personally a hustler, so I'll do anything. And when I moved to LA, I was so desperate for money. I have to be honest, I wasn't making much money at all. I think I only made like $2,400 off music my first year living in Los Angeles. And that's why I had to work at Jersey Mike's. And so I was at that point where I just needed to take any opportunity that I can get to make money. And me and my vocal producer at the time were like, well, let's do a vocal sample pack for Splice. And I was able to get in contact with them. And then it ended up blowing up and being like like a famous vocal pack. So it was really unexpected. But and there are a lot of like pros and cons that came with having a best-selling vocal sample pack. It's not all, I think that's for everything. Like you're always going to have like the good stuff that comes with it and the bad stuff. And so I think for me, it was really hard to mentally grasp the fact that my voice was famous, but I wasn't. Like I felt invisible. So a lot of people were using my vocals, but to the world, like people didn't know that those were my vocals. And obviously like my name's not on the songs. And so it was definitely mentally, it was a challenge kind of navigating that, because I was like, oh, like my song or my voice is on all of these really popular songs, but you know, my name isn't on it and the world doesn't know what a sample pack is, you know? So it was a challenge to navigate that. But I feel like I did a pretty good job with just, you know, staying the course and working really hard and building my own brand and my own content strategy so that people did learn who I was and people did become familiar with who I am and what I've done and the work that I've done, and kind of connect the voice with the person behind the voice. So I feel like I'm finally coming to that, that evolution and kind of like bridging that gap for people, because now I am pretty well known and I have a huge following and I've had a couple viral videos. And so I'm familiar, like people are starting to become familiar with my story and putting the voice with the person and basically putting a face to the name. Let's see. KARRA, you definitely have enough of a following now to create exclusive non-streaming releases. I see a lot more artists doing that now. Yeah, I'm not opposed to exploring different avenues of releasing music. I think I needed a break from just music in general, and now that I've had that break, I can kind of come into this music thing with a fresh perspective and with very clear vision and clarity on, you know, who I am and what I want, and maybe how to do things a little bit differently than before. And I'm no stranger to that. I'm used to having to pivot and navigate things in a different way and pioneer new paths, as I was just, you know, talking about. So I am not opposed to exploring new ways to release music. I'm really not. Your vocals always sound good. You should try collaborating with EDM artists. They're always looking for good singers. Yeah, no, I literally was just talking about this before. I'm going back to EDM after a couple years of not releasing any EDM music. I am officially going to be coming back to the scene and start collaborating with DJs again and producers. So I'm very excited. I'm going to put my voice to good use now. All right, let's see. LA expenses are crazy. Yeah, I know. That living in Los Angeles and doing that grind was that was something else. Let me tell you, I burnt out pretty badly, and that was around the time where Reed and I moved to Vegas, and so I was like, I needed to get away from just that fast-paced lifestyle, and I needed to kind of focus on building a firm and sturdy foundation for a business and a career, and just, you know, just life in general, because living in Los Angeles is a challenge. It's not for everybody, and it's definitely not for the weak, because I even had a hard time sticking it out in Los Angeles. So it's a lot, and it's also very expensive, you know, and unfortunately we all need money to survive. So you can't just go to LA and not really have an income, you know, you have to have an income. And so I was just one of those people that I took any job that I could get. I did a lot of vocals for different producers, EDM producers. I sang a lot of sync songs. I did a lot of voice acting work and voiceover work for different commercials, like toy commercials and stuff like that. So, and then obviously the sample packs and the presets, and then I built my own website and I put out my own products, which, by the way, everything is 60% off at IamKarra.com for Black Friday. So if you need any vocal templates,
and 60% off at wholeloops.com too. If you need any vocal presets or vocal templates, we got it all there. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, it's true. We got some new faces in the house right now, so you can slang and bang your sale.
Hey, let me come around.
Yeah, so that kind of takes me back to the whole point of this live stream, was to tell you guys that me and Reed are both doing 60% off sales at IamKarra.com and at wholeloops.com. And for those who missed it earlier, let me pull up our website so you can see what we have.
The other thing, when you were talking about how expensive it is to live in LA that no one talks about, is once you start doing well, you get in this crazy tax bracket where you lose 40% of your money.
That too.
So it's like you could have done, even if you do well, you're still not doing that well just after you pay your taxes. And then you combine that with how much your apartment costs.
Yeah, so you're basically, what is it, 1/3 of the year you're working for free?
1/4 of the year.
1/4 of the year you're working for free in Los Angeles.
Just to cover your own taxes.
Yeah, it was hard. And people do it, and people manage. But we were in that position where we're like, okay, do we want to just move somewhere that's a little bit easier on us financially? And we took that opportunity.
Right. Here, you're only losing like 25% of your income to taxes, not 40%.
Right. Exactly. So, Los Angeles was a beautiful city to collaborate and experience different shows and venues and all that stuff. But in terms of living there, like long term, it was just a challenge, you know? So let's take a look at our sales last time, because we are about to wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for joining my live stream, as always.
And thank you so much for letting me, step in here and kind of hijack it too.
And bombard it.
Yeah.
Hijack it. So at IamKarra.com, I am doing a 60% off sale. Everything on the site. There's no promo code needed. It's going to be taken off at checkout. So for those who want to work with my vocals, I have my exclusive vocal sample packs here. So I have KARRA Vocal Sample Pack Volume 1. This is 500 plus samples. I have hooks, phrases, ad-libs, pads, effects, you name it.
And these aren't the vocals that have been used a million times by Splice subscribers. This is like a post-Splice sample pack. So these are all fresh things that are not used to death.
Exactly. So these samples are definitely way more exclusive. And this pack is only $23.99 right now. So you get 500 samples for $23.
Yeah, the regular price is $59, so that's a pretty nice savings.
Oh, yeah. And then for, of course, these are my best sellers, my vocal templates. And these are stock plugin vocal templates for pretty much every popular DAW. So I have Logic, Ableton, FL Studio, Studio One, Pro Tools, Cubase. And this is really great if you are, say, a beginner at production or a beginner at vocal production, and you want a template that you can just plop into your session that already has everything mapped out and pre-mapped for you. And it's all stock plugins, so you don't have to buy extra plugins for your DAW. Everything comes with your DAW. And these are only $11.99 right now. And I would say like the templates are a really good trick for workflow. Like if you want to just get something quick and that sounds good right off the bat, that's what these templates are for.
Absolutely. And the best part is they come with a course to help you see how it got made and like what all the plugins are doing there and what they all do.
Exactly. I totally forgot. All of these do come with a course, like a 30-minute course by Reed, actually.
Yeah, we work together to make these courses.
Yes, and we are going to update everything soon, too.
Yeah, there's been a lot of DAW updates since we made these in
Right.
2019.
Right, exactly. So actually, that is one thing for 2026. We are really dedicated and focused on updating everything on my website, adding new products to my website. Same with Whole Loops.
Yeah, I'm working on UAD Spark vocal sauce because right now all my UAD vocal sauces are for people who use Apollo and satellite boxes.
Yeah. So like I said before, we've just been absolutely slammed with brand sponsorships that we're just wrapping up this year. And then next year, I really want it to be about us,
Yep.
you know?
And I have an Akai MPK mini video dropping this week too.
Yeah.
In addition to the going to Guitar Center vlog.
Yes, we have a lot dropping. All right, let's go back to...
Lead vocal sauce, the most fire vocal chain in the game for Ableton. Raw hits, the most fire drum kit in the game for whatever DAW you like. We got samples for pretty much every genre too. Urban beats is more going to be like your hip hop and electronic sounding drums and things that you can make some fire beats with.
And you got a bunch of bundles too.
Drums bundle is like for people who just want it all. I totally
I
understand.
just want it all.
Yep. And the 808s come with the drum bundle too.
Yeah, this is a steal. This is all 60% off right now.
Huge deal.
You also have some templates too.
Yep. Let's see,
And,
templates for Logic. The UAD sauces have actually really been a bestseller, but note that these are not UAD Spark yet. I'm still working on those. And honestly, I've been waiting for UAD Spark to drop some more plugins. Like the UAD plugin catalog is huge. Sorry, my cat's here making noise. The UAD catalog itself is huge, but the UAD Spark catalog is not that big yet, which has kind of been the main, I guess you could call like roadblock in getting UAD Spark sauce made.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we have my Serum bank, Pop and Plux. Like we have all sorts of presets here, and then I feel like your best videos are these courses. Read Melodyne course, Auto-Tune Pro course, the Pro Tools course. You can get these all off for 60% off this Black Friday season, and I really highly recommend these courses if you guys are interested in learning Melodyne, Auto-Tune, Pro Tools, and video production. Can't go wrong with knowledge.
The realest knowledge in the game.
The
Sorry,
realest
I had to
knowledge
go
in the game.
I had to
I
go
know
let
our
the cat
cat
out.
was.
So
Yes.
I just ran away in the middle of my own plug.
I know. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That was an awesome live stream. I think the next live stream we should do a recording session. That'd be fun. Yeah, record a whole new song and just vibe out and have fun doing that. But today was all about, our Black Friday sales that we're doing and just being thankful for all of you guys for watching our content and being a part of what we do here at Laser Jungle Studios.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching because, sometimes, like a puppet going to Guitar Center, it's the ideas are out there a little bit, so we appreciate you guys for watching.
Yeah,
no matter
we
how
really do.
out there our ideas get.
Exactly. And also, if you have any issues with any of your products on either one of our websites, we do offer customer service. So those emails are available on our website. If you have questions about your products or if you're having a hard time finding them, anything of the sort. Oh, I'm getting a call from somebody. So anyway, this is a good time to
Is it a spam
call
call?
it, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right, catch you guys later.